Happy Sunday afternoon, my valued viewers. Last week's sales to start with. So, Panasonic SL-SX332 portable CD player. It was just a little CD player that I bought for £7.99 plus postage, £12.19. Winter Sports, the ultimate Wii game, or rather the ultimate challenge Wii game. It's not the ultimate Wii game, honestly. £3.55 delivered. Kodak ink, 30B black and 30CL tricolour cartridges in a sealed box, £20.65 delivered. They cost me a fiver from a clearance guy's box, but he knew what it was, he knew how valuable it was, so he wasn't going under a fiver. Sonic Heroes, this is one of the 39.5 pence from that box that I bought for £15 and got delivered from eBay. Well, it wasn't from eBay, it was from a seller on eBay. £4.69 delivered for that one. Made a couple of quid. This was okay. One of the first okay sales of the week. New one for all TV mount from the wall. Brand new in its box. £14.99 plus postage. £19.19. Unfortunately, once it was wrapped, it was 3.5 kilos. And I paid nearly £6 in delivery. I knew that was the case, but everyone else was charging free post, and I thought, nah. So I got £4.20 on top. I still made money, because it only cost me £3. 12-volt Netgear adapter. This was a pound pickup, and it sold for £7.99 delivered, so I didn't make a lot. Robert's radio, yeah. All the fodder Robert's radios you can find. This was a little silver one. It wasn't bad at all. Tested and working. Cost me £3, sold for £12.55 plus postage. £16.75. Strawberry Shortcake, PS2 game. The Sweet Dreams game. £5.99 delivered. Off a multi-listing. Yeah, another one out of that bundle for 39.5 pence each. Assassin's Creed Origins. I believe that was another one out of that bundle for 39 pence each. I'm not certain. I know there was at least 2 Xbox One games in there. £5.95 delivered. WWE SmackDown vs Raw. This was definitely one out of there. £6.99 delivered. That was for a 360. Another one at 39.5p to buy in. And that brings me, I know, a very short week's worth of sales to what's going out in the morning that I'm going to show you now. Remember that Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin that I was holding like that? I'll do a picture. Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin Mark 1. It's first generation. Well, I sold the remote because I couldn't get it working, and I thought, well, it's the easiest thing next to sell without like diving into taking all the speakers out. I will eventually get around to doing that. It has some security pin star connectors, and I can't find my little box with them in. I do have some, but once I've found the box, I'll strip it all out. Anyway, these are the covers that were in that picture up there. There you go. I've wrapped them in bubble wrap to make sure that they don't get dirty and broken, because they've got like dark nylon, like sort of, I don't know, 100 denier tights over the surface, which is what happens with these speaker grills. Well, they get easily damaged because they're right on the surface, that, and it's loose over the plastic framework. It's not glued on, it's sort of stretched and it's loose, and then it's bonded onto the surface with heat. Anyway, they get broken and they also get damaged, and they got holes in them, just like, you know, tights do. So they're quite fragile in their own way, and there's a connector at each end which is fragile and breaks. But these are all perfectly good and clean and black, rather than have gone grey or have been cleaned too much. They've been just kept nice. They're black, they've got no holes in them, the clips work. £25 plus postage, £31.95, because I charge £6.95 postage because they're bulky. They will go together like that, but they'll have to go extra wrapping, extra bubble wrap in a big box to make sure that they don't get anywhere near getting stabbed or anything. The Zeppelin cost me £8. I've already sold the remote, and I got £25 for the remote. I think it was £23 plus postage, £27. I might get away with sending them by Every. It doesn't really matter about the size of the box as long as it's light with Every. So I could probably get away with nearly a fiver. £22 back to me. The thing cost me £8, and I've already had over £20 back on the remote. Next thing is this. Cards Against Humanity, sold for £11 plus postage, £15.20. The authentic one with a little hologram. Still very popular, those. And then there's this. This was the consolation prize for not being able to buy a Bosch Strimmer for £8. I bought power supply and the battery that went with it for £1 each, £2. I've already sold power supply. I got £18 plus postage. Sorry, that was for the charger. This one has sold for £12.95 plus postage, £17.15. Not bad, considering it cost £1. I did charge it up. I know it works. I don't know how long the charge will be. Somebody messaged me and said, yeah, I'm interested in that for my... Didn't say what type of Bosch thing he had, but do you know how long it will hold a charge for? Do you know what the... And I said, like, well, the amperage is on it here. The amp hours say it's got 1.5 amp hours at 14.4 volts, which isn't a lot because it's older. The newer chemistry technologies, they will hold a lot more than that for this size. But I said, I don't know how old it is. So it could have been used and discharged loads of times, which makes it less powerful, and it also makes it last less time. And I said to him, look, I don't know, and I can't tell you. Anyway, somebody else bought it. Yeah, he didn't buy it. Somebody else did. Talking about that, about weird messages off people. I blocked somebody earlier on today for a weird message. It was a weird conversation. I'll tell you what it says in a second, because I don't normally block people who ask questions. Normally, you see people who ask questions and they get blocked by people. Me, I like to give gold standard response and give as much help as I possibly can to somebody, you know, if it's at all possible. So what did they ask that got me riled up to the point where I blocked them? Well, he said, does this phone have a cable? It's like a plug in the wall phone. Of course it's got a cable. It's right there in the pictures. It's brand new in the box, by the way, this phone. It's a BT Decor 110 corded home phone. It's corded home phone, landline. Of course it's got a bloody cable. Anyway, he put, does this phone have a cable? I am looking for 2M. And I'm assuming he means 2 meters, and that's fine. So I put, sorry, I don't know how long it is. Do you hear the knocking? It's not somebody knocking on the door, it's somebody hammering a nail into something. He was doing it earlier. Anyway, it's there in the picture. Lots and lots of loops round. It's white. It's a white home phone. Maybe he wants a white 2 meter phone cable. I'm fine with that. Not a problem. But they are available on eBay just as a phone cable if that's all he wants. If he wants a phone with a 2 meter cable, then he can go and look in the specifications of the phone to see how long it is. Because the specifications, they're right there on the BT website. I didn't point this out to him. So I said, sorry, don't know how long it is. I think that's a perfectly reasonable response. Don't forget, it's brand new in the box. I took it out really carefully. I took some photographs. We laid it out. I certainly wasn't going to mess with it any further than that. And put it back in the box. And he's put, could you unravel it, lay it out, and send me a photo, please? It's the cable that comes out of the back of the phone. It's like, I know which cable it is, mate. It's the only cable in the box. It comes out of the back of the phone that you plug it into the wall phone socket. Thanks. Right. No. Is the answer to that. So I did send a reply. No. I didn't just say no, but no. It's a standard phone. New and sealed, so no. Regards, Pete. I'm always polite. I don't swear at them. But what I did notice, over in the corner, above the messages thing, there's a thing that says, block this customer. And I thought, yeah, okay then, I will. Because I don't want this guy to buy it off me, specifically just for the cable, and then return it. I don't want this guy, by the way, he's got under 20 feedbacks. He's got 19 feedbacks. They're all from sellers. So he has bought things, but he's only bought 2 things in the last 6 months. So he's not a regular user. Cables on eBay, they're like $2.99, $3.99. Why would you spend £12 on a phone? Plus postage, by the way, to get a 2 meter cable if that's all you want. I can do without customers like that, really. Simple as that. Anyway, that was the end of the week. Didn't say, did I? 13 items. Not a good week. And the figure for the whole week was £168.24. It's summer. You can tell it's summer from that. I wouldn't have a week like that any other time of the year. And it's strange because other times earlier on this summer, or even a fortnight, 3 weeks ago, I was getting £600 a week. You feel like, oh, I just need to get these extra good quality items to list, and it'll continue like that. It doesn't though, does it? You get a load of like £25 items, £25 plus items, You list them, crickets. eBay's not even showing your goods to people until they've been listed 2 or 3 days. Some of the stuff I listed 2 days ago hasn't had any views, despite being in pretty busy categories. No views. 0. Well, 0 views is 0 buys, isn't it? You know, that's my active stuff. And here we go. So, for instance, I've got, stuff that's 2 days old now. Official Guitar Hero drum kick drum pedal has had 2 viewers. A Twin Tuner preview recorder, which normally they're like flying out. 1 viewer. It's had 1 page view. ScarQ power supply, 0 page viewers in 2 days. Something else that's only been listed, what date is it today? This has been listed, 2 full days, but it's popular this, for some strange reason. Vintage antique horse brasses, 40 on 6 leather straps, 21 views. So all the other stuff's been listed the same amount of time, but hasn't had any views at all. And it's not like they're not in demand stuff, you know? Something that's been listed an extra day past that is a BTU view box, 59 views, 4 watches, and I've already sent offers out on it. A lava lamp that's been listed 4 days, 58 views, 3 watches. So they do get views eventually, but it's taking 2 whole days to get into the search results. If I get this lot wrapped tonight, I can concentrate on getting more listed on Monday instead of filming, which is what I normally do. It has rained Friday, Saturday and Sunday morning. It's dry now, Sunday afternoon. When I say dry, I mean the odd drip here and there. It's dank, it's overcast. It looks like it'll definitely rain later. I got a message from somebody saying, oh, it's really sunny here. How's your Sunday going? Have you bought anything? I'm like, it's as wet and weary as dreary as dank as you can get, really. So no, haven't bought anything. What I am going to do to try to increase my sales next week, i.e. this week, the next 5 days, Monday to Friday, is concentrate on the larger items again rather than the video games. The video games have bulked up my shop. Lots of people are looking at them, but I also have other things on as well. I do have something finishing in a few days, a Nintendo DS Lite, which has had some views. It's on auction, started at 99p. It's a broken one from a couple of weeks ago. Games on for sale. I put the DS Lite on an auction, 99 pence. It's up to £1.20 plus postage, so I'm in profit for that, really. But I would like to be selling it for a bit more than that. I've also put a lava lamp on, which I got working eventually. I told you about it in a couple of videos back. It was just a red lava lamp. Well, it was blue water with red lava in. Yeah. It just needed a bulb. I put the bulb in, £11 plus £4.20, 87 views and 8 watches since it's been on a week. No, 6 days. But no buyers, no inquiries. I've sent offers out on it, nothing. I mean, 87 plus 8. It should have gone by now, you know. Yeah, well, what can I say? Other things that aren't popular. Labyrinth board game I picked up, 0 in a week. That's views. Cat Attack. I showed you the picture and I thought, yeah, it'd be good that. Yeah, it only cost £1. 1 view. And this is why I purposely don't look at my stuff after I've listed it. I want to know the real amount, and the real amount is 1 page view. Yeah. I put those Marvel Avengers characters on that I bought a couple of weeks ago. 0 for Thanos and 2 for the Hulk wearing Avengers armour. I don't know what his actual name is, but it's definitely the Hulk. Cards Against Humanity, listed the same day, same amount of time, in fact about half an hour before, 31 views, and it's sold. My Xbox 360 that I put on the same day, 55 views, no watches, so it's probably too high a price. I've got it up at $79.99. It is too high a price. They occasionally do get that. Probably an E500 would get that with more games, but I did put 10 great games on. Great games. They're not real expensive games, but they're great to play, and no soccer. But it's not a 500 gig, and it's not the latest version. It's just a slim. So yeah, maybe 60, 62 is more reasonable. I put best offer on it, assuming people would offer things, but they don't like to. I don't mind sending offers, but you can't send offers if there's no watches, or you can, but nobody's bit. So I've listed plenty, but I haven't had the sales, so I'm going to have to get a load more new listings on this week. As I say, £25 plus items. None of this £5.99 business.